So I'm going to invite each of the panelists, 10 minutes each, and then we're going to do a Q&A, as I mentioned. Hopefully, really good discussion. Professor Yogesh Singh.
Good afternoon. Namaste. Professor Anurag Maidal from Stanford University and the chairperson of the session. Professor Virendra Kumar Tiwari, Director, IIT Kharagpur. Professor Sameer Somaiya, Chancellor, Somaiya Vidya Vihar University. Respected delegates and my dear friends, good afternoon to all of you. कल दिल्ली से जो एयर इंडिया की फ़्लाइट आई उससे मुझे आने का मौका मिला और जैसे ही फ़्लाइट बैंकॉक में लैंड हुई और एक अनाउंसमेंट हुई कि स्वर्णभूमि एयरपोर्ट बैंकॉक में आपका स्वागत है, तो मन में एक खुशी उल्लास का भाव हुआ कि ये भारत की संस्कृति है, ये भारत का संस्कार है और ये भारत की शिक्षा है। एक मन में अचानक सबको भाव आया, हर भारतीय के मन में, कि देखिए भारत के बाहर भारत की अनुभूति कैसे हो सकती है। ये हम सबके लिए गर्व की बात है। और आज का जो बोलना है मुझे, ये भारत सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी चैलेंजेस एंड अपॉर्चुनिटीज। I would like to quote Nelson Mandela, and this quote is written on the entrance gate of University of South Africa. He said, "Destroying any nation doesn't require the use of atomic bombs or the use of long-range missiles. It only requires lowering the quality of education and allowing cheating in the examination system. The resultant effect is patient dies at the hand of such doctors, buildings collapses at the hands of such engineers, money is lost at the hands of such economists and accountants, humanity dies at the hands of such scholars, justice is lost at the hands of such judges. The collapse of education system is the collapse of a nation." That's why this is very, very important and extremely important. The thoughts of Nelson Mandela has highlighted how absolute state of anarchy prevails all across the nation when the population is not educated in the real terms. This word real term is also very, very important, because the real difference of learning without a purpose and purposive education, which not only helps in gaining knowledge, but also help to develop wisdom and worldview. वसीम बरेलवी ने has rightly said कि डिग्रियां तो तालीम के खर्चे की रसीदें हैं साहिब, डिग्रियां तो तालीम के खर्चे की रसीदें हैं साहिब, इल्म तो वो है जो आपके किरदार में झलके. So meaning thereby, your education is just a piece of paper. Your education is just a piece of paper. Sorry, your degree is just a piece of paper. Your education should be seen in your behavior. And someone, similar type of thing is शील विनय आदर्श श्रेष्ठता. शील विनय आदर्श श्रेष्ठता, तार बिना झंकार नहीं है, शिक्षा क्या स्वर साध सकेगी यदि नैतिक आधार नहीं है, यदि नैतिक आधार नहीं है. And that's why, the भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा, if we have to define education, we say समझ की समझ को विकसित करना ही शिक्षा है. And it means that the education is ingraining the understanding in an understandable manner for the overall development of human beings. And when we talk about the challenges of central universities, this is my topic, and central universities are playing a very, very important role in the growth and development of our country. But when we want to talk about the challenges, the biggest challenge is what? Biggest challenge is the leadership. If we are able to identify right kind of leader, then most of the situations are easily addressed. Charles Morris has rightly said, I am more afraid of an army of 100 sheep led by a lion than an army of 100 lions led by a sheep. That is the importance of leadership. That's why identification and development of leadership. Any country, if we want to progress, we have to develop such leaders. So such instruments should be designed and deployed in the system. Otherwise, we will not get right kind of leaders, and then impact is visible in any central university or in any higher education institution of the country. When we say the leaders, what type of leaders do we want? A leader should be decisive, ready to accept challenges, able to innovate, keep an unbiased open mind, meaningfully connect with every strata of the university community, can take bold decisions where other hesitates. Most of the time, leaders hesitate to take decisions. They have the position, but they don't want to take decisions. And then, but the purpose should be overall growth of the university and larger good to others. That's why we need such leaders, and how can we do it? This is the one of the most important challenge. Next is the recruitment of teachers. This is also very, very important. Although we may feel that recruitment of teachers, what is great in that? But we should recruit teacher-type teachers. The point is, right now the whole system is what? Marks, degree. If you have research publications, that's fine. But those are some of the eligibility criteria, that's fine. But when we say recruitment of teacher-type teacher, it's a very, very big challenge. You just, if I ask you to please close your eyes and think about a good teacher. In your life, you must have seen good number of teachers, but who was the best teacher in your life? क्यों अच्छा लगता है आपको? क्यों मन में आता है वो? क्या अच्छा पढ़ाता था? क्या अच्छा इंसान था? क्या अपना लगता था? क्या उससे कुछ अच्छे भाव आते थे? अगर ऐसा है, तो वैसा टीचर बनना और उसकी फिर रिक्रूटमेंट हो जाना, इट्स ए बिगेस्ट चैलेंज. एंड इन भारत, now time has come to think and rethink about it, how to appoint such teachers. And if we are not able to do so, then we should have some programs to do it, how to inculcate such value system in the teachers, then and only then that can be transferred to the students. कहने से तो नहीं होता ना. That's why this is very, very important. Other aspect is he or she should have research potential, original thinker, positive mindset. बिकॉज टीचर का काम क्या है? देने का काम है. क्या देने का काम है? ज्ञान, समय, अपनापन, परिश्रम, प्रेरणा और संस्कार. देने का काम है, लेने का काम नहीं है टीचर का. और मैं कहता हूं कई बार कि लेने देना भी छोड़ो, रोने का काम नहीं है. टीचर हैज नो राइट कि वो रोना शुरू कर दे. टीचर हैज नो राइट, एंड इफ वी आर डूइंग सो, वी आर नॉट टीचर टाइप. It's a biggest challenge. Another important aspect is in India is a country of 1.4 crore people. So our challenges are very different from the Western world or the Eastern world. Then the question is, when we design the recruitment process, how to eliminate, because whenever we advertise a post, we get thousands of applications. Objective, transparent criteria. It's a big challenge. Many people are doing research on that. But right now, the rudimentary system which we are following the time has come to revisit that also. Next is the students. Most of the central universities are getting bright students, but up to 2022, we used to admit students on the basis of +2 marks. We used to admit students on the basis of +2 marks. But some boards are lenient, some boards are strict. So there was no parity, but now the government of Bharat has introduced a common university entrance test. So one good step has taken, and now most of the universities are getting benefits of that step. Another quote. In education fraternity, we say quality is inversely proportional to quantity. I say it is a myth. When we say quality is inversely proportional to quantity, it means only 1 minute remaining. 10 minutes, koi nahi, chalo, koi baat nahi. Then, but this is a myth, and for a country of large size country, it is just not possible. You keep on doing so. That's why we need quality teaching without compromising quantity. Expectations are very different from central universities. When we say what should be the size of a central university, like Delhi University, we have 6 lakh students, but few universities have 20,000-30,000 students. What should be the optimum size of a central university? In my opinion, it should not be less than 15,000 students if character is unitary in nature. Unitary universities should have at least 20,000 students on the campus. And we have good number of central universities and many other institutions where size is 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. We have to revisit from the policy also, because Bharat cannot afford this luxury. We have bright minds, and another important aspect is the funding. most of the universities are in Central University particularly are funded by the government. So there are no issues as such, but worldwide, global realities are very different. And when we say universities are supposed to have a good amount of money there, it means what? New ways of financing the higher education should be designed, but new ways of funding Central University doesn't necessarily mean charging higher fees from the students. The student fee, the contribution from the student fee in any case should not be more than 20% of the annual expenditure. That should be the bar. So, but there should be another ways and means, research, consultancy, so many things. And the infrastructure and expansion. Whenever, only last quote, when I became Vice Chancellor, Tushar bhai baithe hain yahan pe, when I became the Vice Chancellor of MS University Baroda, then I discussed with some senior Vice Chancellor, what should I do? I want to be a successful Vice Chancellor, what should I do? Then the common advice which came to me, which is very important for the leadership, do not do recruitment in the university, don't do construction in the university, and don't do any expansion activities in the university. Your life will be very good, your time will be good, then what should I do? Then they talk about research, talk about innovation, talk about originality. ऐसी बातें सारी करो जो 5-10 साल से पहले रिजल्ट ना दें. This is the formula, but this is not. जहाज इसलिए नहीं बनाया जाता कि शोर पे खड़ा रहे, किनारे खड़ा रहे. जहाज इसलिए होता है कि वो पानी में जाए. जो भी खतरा होगा वो होगा, पर पानी में जाने की हिम्मत हो, तभी ये यूनिवर्सिटीज का भला होता है. बातें तो बहुत है, पर नचित्रिका जी ने टाइम ही मुझे 10 मिनट दिया, वो खत्म हो गया.